Vito, welcome to the Lime Ridge Lagoon.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always a pleasure. I love coming here.
I know I'm a brewer and I love all things beer, but another passion of mine is rum and all things tiki.
Yeah, I mean, as brewers, we like to drink a lot of beer, obviously, but especially like beer fests and things like that. We tend to let's go.
You get a little beered out.
Yeah, you get beered out and let's go find a nice drink somewhere in town.
Right,
so.
right. And I have the perfect place for cocktails right in my backyard.
And you make some amazing ones, and you know a lot about it. I know you make a great classic Mai Tai. I'd love to have one. I'd also love for you to tell me and everyone else about a Mai Tai.
Absolutely. All right, well, the traditional Mai Tai is actually, it was invented by Vic Bergeron of Trader Vic's in Oakland. And his inspiration came from the QB Cooler, which is a drink that Don Beach made at Don the Beachcomber in LA. And it's kind of a riff on a rum sour, really. And the ingredients that we're using for this is
let's go through the ingredients.
We use fresh lime juice, always fresh.
Squeeze yourself.
Yeah, squeeze myself.
All right.
Yep. Simple syrup, which is basically just sugar and water.
Make a little reduction on the oven. Okay.
And then this is the fun part. This is Orgeat.
Orgeat. Tell me about this. Yeah.
It's a sweetened almond syrup that I actually made at home.
So you made this yourself?
Easy. Yeah.
Okay, take us through how do we make it?
So basically what we're doing is we're getting almonds, blanched almonds, grinding them up, mixing it with water, making like an almond milk.
Okay.
And putting it through a sieve, strain it out, mix it with sugar syrup, add a little bit of orange blossom water, and that's Orgeat.
Okay.
So that's what that is.
Awesome. Yeah, it tastes delicious.
Right. And then there's a little bit of orange liqueur. I like to use dry Curaçao, Pierre Ferrand. It's, as the name says, it's drier than, say, triple sec, which is a lot sweeter.
That one,
yeah. And then for the rums, so the original Trader Vic's 1944 Mai Tai, he used one rum, and that was J. Ray Nephew 17 year. They don't make that anymore. So a very close approximation to that is a mixture of a high ester rum. I like to use Smith & Cross. It's one of those rums that either you love it or you hate it, right? So a good middle of the road that I like to use also is Appleton Estate's Signature.
They're both Jamaican rums.
They're both Jamaican rums. This one is definitely higher ester. Okay. Has a lot more funkiness to it, or hogo as they say. What
makes a Jamaican rum different than just any other?
So for the most part, typically, I don't want to generalize here, but Jamaican rums are pot stilled, so you're going to have a lot more of the ester profile that you get from a pot still rum.
Okay.
And then some of the Jamaican breweries will utilize wild yeast and
I remember you telling about
bacteria
that. Yeah, for the fermentation.
Right. Through the use of what's called dunder pits, right? So they're utilizing the back set from the previous batch to put into the wash or the distillation of the next batch. So that's creating a lot of really high ester funkiness that you can only get from bacterial fermentation.
I know when we smelled them side by side, it was definitely significant.
Yeah, so you're going to get a lot of like really overripe banana, overripe pineapple in this, whereas this is a lot mellower, but you're still getting some Jamaican funk out of Appleton.
So we're going to blend those two together.
Yeah. Actually, no, we're blending this Jamaican Smith & Cross with Clement. So we're also going to blend it with a Martinique rum, which is a rum agricole.
What's a rum agricole?
So the biggest difference between these two rums is this rum is distilled with molasses, while this is distilled using fresh pressed cane juice.
Gotcha. Two different
So it's going to be a little grassier.
Yeah.
But this is aged on oak. So with this, you're going to get a little more oakiness. If you were to have, I don't have it in front of me now, but I had an unaged Clement, and you're going to get a lot more of those grassy notes that you wouldn't get with an aged version.
Okay.
Yeah, so I use VSOP Clement. It's aged a little bit longer, and same with brewing. When you oak age something, it's cutting off those harsh edges that
you're
you
getting
get.
some oxidation. You're getting some of that wood character that just
Right.
kind of makes mellows.
Right,
it
and mellows it all out, and I think that's what you get with this as well. So we're going to do a blend of Clement VSOP, and I'm using Smith & Cross for our Jamaican. Can I make you one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm Matt Sager. Welcome to the Lime Ridge Lagoon, and I'm going to make a classic 1944 Mai Tai. So we're going to start fresh squeezed lime juice. So I'm going to go with full ounce of lime juice. Simple syrup, 1/4 ounce of that, and a 1/4 ounce of Orgeat, which is sweetened almond syrup. And we have orange Curaco, which is an orange liqueur. It's on the drier side. This Pierre Ferrand, 1/2 ounce of that. And for our rum, we're going to do that split of Martinique Clement. We're going to do a full ounce of that and a full ounce of Smith & Cross Jamaican rum. There it goes. Fill our shaker tin up. Good hearty shake with this. Till the shaker tin feels cold on your hands. All right. Do a dirty pour into there. I'm also gonna top it off with a little bit more ice. Wake some mint up, pop it in there. Always gonna wanna put spent lime shell on top. And there you have it, 1944 Mai Tai. Mahalo.